Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. I hope everyone is enjoying sharing this special evening with us. I might need a second to compose myself. I'm a first-timer here, currently experiencing tachycardia, tachypnea, and maybe even throwing a few PVCs out there. Those who don't know, that translates to I'm basically freaking out. Never in a million years did I think I'd be standing up here in front of you beautiful people today. And I want to first thank you for granting me the honor of representing the BSN class of 2013. That's possibly the most spirited class FGCU has ever seen. I think I speak for everyone when I say we've seen more blood, sweat, tears, and feces over the last 2 years than what's thought humanly possible. It's been a roller coaster ride for all of us in one way or another. During our time together, we've experienced ups and downs, gains and losses, I's and O's, engagements and breakups, work and unemployment, death and new life. But most importantly, these last 2 years have been some of the best years of our entire life. We've made everlasting friendships in such an incredibly short time. And we share a nursing school bond that's indescribable. Think back for me real quick. See how far we've come, how much we've learned about ourselves, about each other, about people and life in general. About how much we've grown together as an entirety, as a class. Pretty awesome. We'd like to share some of our nursing school stories with you, so you know what we've been up to for the past 2 years. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane, our first day in foundations. Orientation, the FGCU nursing program. The day we all first met. Everyone had an ambitious look on their face, with their shiny new FGCU uniform pressed in creases and that new car smell, wearing that BSN emblem loud and proud. I'm sure I wasn't the only one who took a few cell phone selfies that day and sent them on Twitter, Facebook, what have you. We worked hard to get there. So it's our first week and we're totally stoked, right? But we're like already negative 10 chapters in some readings we were supposed to do before we got there. But it's always review on the first day anyways, right? Wrong. I did not know what was going on and what language was being spoken. English? Latin? Are we speaking in straight acronyms right now? Looked around the room, I was relieved to see that we all had the same look of shock plastered on our face. Yeah, boy, we were in for it. Needless to say, our class size was a little bit smaller the next following week. With this new language to learn, it felt like we were doomed for a new life of sleep deprivation and caffeine addiction. Oh, and you can just forget about your own social life. Don't even get me started on finals week. At the same time, though, they said it would not be easy the day we walked in the door. I'm glad that time's passed, and we talk nurse to each other frequently, especially over dinner. We met some of our nursing program faculty at orientation. Remember that? The people who have shown us the true meaning of tough love. I mean, in what alternate universe is every answer to the question correct? And they have let to get up on us. And well, so far so good. With the help of our instructors' tricky exams, the fudged up grading scale, and the famous select all that applied, we've learned to adapt. We have learned to ignore this sizzling egg in our head during a lengthy nursing exam. Or been quite meticulous on our APA format. But I mean, look at us. We're basically nurses. There's just one thing left to do, the one who should not be named, the NCLEX, the National Council Licensure Examination. That's right, a 400-question monster standing between us and our license. I am so confident, though, that our program and these amazing nursing professors have given us the tools to be super prepared for this thing. So relax, y'all, because you know what? Since the beginning, they've had our back. Their expectations are exceptionally high of us, and we have never appreciated that more than right now. They push us hard, never give up on us, and they have supported us throughout the program. Now look at us, basically nurses, and we would like to seriously give them a huge, and I mean a huge, Caroline, thank you for that. We love you. There's a special thank you we'd like to extend to one of the faculty here today. She's close to our heart, she's always helpful, she's always available to students. Someone you could ask anything, and even tolerated several late-night freak-out text messages the night before an Adult 2 exam. We are so blessed to have had her. She has molded us from little baby nurses to now. Professor Ann Harner. I got some student input, and we all came up with a few catchphrases we would like to share with you. We call them Harnerisms. They have helped us not only pay attention in class, but share a laugh, especially when nursing school got you down. Harnerism number 1. The doctor calls you and asks you, the nurse, to obtain, not witness, consent on a patient not seen the doctor yet, what do you say? No, it's a complete sentence. So you come in the room, right? And the patient's blue. What do you do first? I mean, you know, after you freak out. The devil's in the details. Say it with me, class. I'm not trying to trick you. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yeah, this patient is FTD. We're all like, what's FTD? Fixing it up. Yeah, you're going to want to get that done, like yesterday. And our favorite, the idea is, by the end of this course, if I were on a stretcher looking up at you as my nurse, I wouldn't want to run away in the other direction. Well said, as always. Seriously though, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. I've got to get some thank yous right now because there's just so many people in here that have made all this possible. First off, all the family and friends in the house. What's up? I have not forgotten about you. We know that we did not make it to this moment alone. Thank you. Thank you for understanding, for your sacrifice when we were not able to make it for home for holidays, birthdays, parties, anniversaries, and dinners. Thank you for being so patient through the times we did make it to family functions, had to, sneak away to study. Thank you for putting up with all of our textbooks at the dinner table, the sobbing phone calls, and thank you for your words of wisdom. Without your sacrifices, encouragement, and support, we wouldn't have made it. You are amazing. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much.
Woo!
You know what though? It's all worked out pretty well, because chances are, if I couldn't make it to a holiday, neither could my classmates. So we weren't alone, and that's a good feeling. During desperate times, we ate most of our meals together, at the famous club lib. We laughed together, cried together, crammed together. I think that's why we're all great friends. We could relate to each other 100%, and we shared countless nursing firsts together. Remember your first patient? Your first bed bath, other than your partner. Your first all-nighter, your first lead change that was full of poop soup. The first time you gave a Lopinox shot. First time you spoke up. Your first aha nursing moment. The first time a patient looked you right in the eye and said, thank you. The first time you assisted a new life into this world. And coming soon, the first time we get to write BSN RN at the end of our name. We have become like family to each other. It's a beautiful thing. I love you all so much. I'd like to thank all of my classmates. You guys are seriously so special to me. It's difficult to put into words. I'm not sure I would have made it without you. So thank you. Big shout out to the Nursing Student Association and all of its active participating members. These members took on a lot of responsibility and dedicated countless hours to making sure this year's NSA was a success. And oh, it was. We were all pretty new at this, but through cooperation, collaboration, and a heck of a lot of motivation, we did big things. Your NSA raised over $1,200 for cancer research, volunteered at numerous walks throughout the community, conquered our fear of heights, and made it through an intense ropes course 40 feet above the ground. Participated as a whole in fundraisers, car washes, and attended the famous NSNA convention in Daytona, Florida. First time FGCU's been there in 7 years. Even made first runner-up in the NCLEX Jeopardy games at convention. Still bitter though because the other team cheated. Great job, team. You should be so proud because you made this happen. We would like to give a big and special thank you to Dr. Murray for her faith in NSA, her support, love, and guidance. Couldn't have done it without you. And we all should give her a little something to show our appreciation. Thank you so much, Dr. Murray. We'd like to thank our clinical instructors, the people who put us out there on the front lines. Whether you had to push us into a patient's room or give us the courage to walk right up and introduce ourselves, we were all kinds of nervous that first time, and you helped us through it. We remember questioning sessions outside the patient's room before we walked in to give a med, or talking us through our first catheter insertion step by step. Our clinical instructors, again, have always had our back. We practiced our skills together, they served as our resource, and shared many moving experiences with us. Priceless memories of our first true nursing moments. Thank you so much. That also brings us to my partners in crime. You might have seen us tag teaming a dressing change in the hospital, packing a tunneling wound, or cleaning the blood off my face after the skateboard got the best of me. Without a doubt, if it's a good time, we're probably on it. Kelly and Valerie, I love you doing so much, and I wouldn't have made it without your friendship. Special shout out my roommates, Danielle and Kayla, I'll honestly miss waking up around 5 a.m. for a clinical to get a live update of the shenanigans that went down at the bar last night. Good times, I love you all. I saved the best for last, though. I've got to give a big special thank you to my family, both those here and not. I wouldn't even be close to where I am right now without their unconditional love, support, and everything that I do, no matter how crazy. I love you. Well, I should start trying to wrap this thing up about now, yeah? If I could leave you guys with one thing to take from this today, it'd be that you have shown a heck of a lot of resilience, the ability to bounce back, to carry on, to shake it off and roll with the punches. When you have resilience, you harness your inner strength. It helps you rebound from a setback or a challenge, such as nursing school and everything in between. You're still able to function both physically and psychologically despite major stressors. Resilience isn't about toughing it out or going into it alone. In fact, being resilient, being able to reach out for others for support is a key component of resilience. Resilience isn't something that makes your problems go away, but gives you the ability to see past them, find enjoyment in life, and better handle stress. And now we will take what we've learned at FGCU into our nursing career. This marks the beginning of the next chapter. Embrace it, guys. Be positive, find the silver lining, because there's always one. These students have worked so incredibly hard for this, and I have had the pleasure of working with the entire nursing class of 2013, and it's been nothing short of awesome. This group is so special. I have a great feeling about y'all, man, and no matter where life takes you, be great because you are. All I can say is it's going to be one heck of a reunion. God bless y'all. Peace and love, and congratulations to the BSN class 2013.